so excited to be with you today. So let me see some hearts. How are we today? Today I have so much information for everyone. We have been doing a series of classes, and let me just tell you, I have amazing questions. Some of them, you know, we've talked about them before, but as I always say, we have new wig wearers in our community every single day, every couple hours, and I am really excited about today because, again, we have so many wonderful questions. We've had big classes, several different topics. I'm going to get into that in just a little bit. So I'm going to wait just a little bit as we join. I am Daniella. This is René Paris. And today, again, we are talking about beginner tips for those who are undergoing treatment. It's Breast Health Awareness Month, but I'm speaking to anyone who is having hair loss issues and may need just very basic practical information. This is what we're doing today. And at the very end, I have had so many requests to style one of my wigs that I wore a couple weeks ago. And people want to know how I made it look kind of wet looking and how I kind of styled it. So if you'll wait with me to the very end, I'm going to do that for you. Thank you so much for being with us. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started because we really do have a lot of questions to go over. And I want to make sure that I do have time for, gosh, I think it's 15 questions. But these were all submitted. But today, again, it's Breast Health Awareness Month, and I have been, just to give you a little bit of backdrop, because this week I was asked several times, last week, I'm sorry, I was asked several times if I'm a licensed cosmetologist, and I just want to go over that really quickly. I am Aderans educator, and yes, I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I have been an educator and trainer for the Professional Beauty Association for over 25 years. So I train hairstylists that facilitate programs across the United States and other countries. These questions are super, super important. They're very, very basic. We've heard them before, but I must, my passion for this is just, I went through this years ago. I had a different illness. I lost my hair. I was lost. Completely lost. I didn't know where to go to for assistance. I was embarrassed. My family has a huge wig store in Texas. I didn't want them to know what I was going through, so I went to look to other resources, and this is where my journey kind of started. I was a professional photographer, lost my hair, didn't know what to do, and I'm going to start there because I was completely lost. Hi everyone, thank you for joining us at René Paris. And I couldn't find a wig back at the time. I couldn't find a wig that looked like my hair. My hair was, this is 20 years ago, my hair was really long. It had a really soft wave, long like Angelica, but it had a really, like a curl pattern that was really difficult to find, and I couldn't find my color. So my cousin says to me, why don't you find your dream hair? I would have never thought of that. So as of then, this is pretty much where I start my classes. You are going to find out that you are or may lose your hair, and it's very, very important to speak to your oncologist about, you know, some of us, our hair thins, some of us lose our hair, and I'm not saying ever that it's going to be easy. I just want to make sure that at the end of the class I hear, you made this so much easier for me. That's very, very important to me. The classes that we teach, we have several different classes. And if you want to join me or share the information, we post classes all the time. I'm at Texas Wig Fairy on Instagram. It's very, very important to me to share with you that I do what a lot of you do every day. If you're in a wig shop environment, wig studio, retail, whatever the case may be, I've done everything from retail, research and development, design. This is very, very important to me. education is very, very important to me, because you will have your wig, you'll have everything you need, and you still don't know what to do with it. It's intimidating, it's a little scary, and I've done this on an everyday basis, like I said, for over 25 years. We drop into wig stores all the time across the United States. So this is where I gather my information, my content, when I'm creating content for whatever the case may be, because these are real life questions from real life individuals who we meet every day, and just don't know where to start. So I'm going to start off with, like I said, once you talk to your oncologist, educator, and you know that you're going to have to look for a wig, a lot of times people encourage you to wait to look for the wig until you start losing your hair. I always say, go ahead and start looking for the wig whenever you have been told that you might need a wig. And the reason I say this is because once you start treatment, you may not feel up to going and getting out and making a consultation appointment to be looking for this for your hair. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to process. A lot of times we're looking for we go to different platforms to learn different things, and I just from here just want to make it easier for you. First of all, I would find out if it's going to be a couple, and it's pretty precise. I have cousins that just went under treatment who are survivors, and I'm very, very thankful. Congratulations and blessings to my cousins who have just finished treatment. My mother's a survivor, but it was when they told them that they were going to lose their hair. Hi everyone. When they told them they were going to lose their hair, it was a couple treatments, and then their hair started thinning. So I encouraged them to make an appointment. You can make appointments nowadays in studio at an actual store. You can make them virtually, which is just as helpful. So please, and before I go on, I'm going to say it is very, very important to make an appointment. I know it sounds like, why would you need an appointment why would you need an appointment for a wig consultation? However, many of these people they're booked, they're hairstylists too, so we book 3 months in it, not 3 months, I'm sorry, 3 weeks in advance, a couple weeks in advance, because we stay busy with regular clientele that wears wigs every day, and then we have consultations where you're coming in for the very first time, and we need to know that. Before we get into much else, I always share, please, if you're the individual going in for the very first time, making an appointment and setting a consultation for selecting a wig, please make sure that you tell the individual. If your hairstylist is going with you, awesome. If you're going by yourself with a family member or by yourself, make sure that you tell the individual helping you that you are undergoing treatment, you are going to experience hair loss. I say this because they will be able to help you with the best information. If you're going in for fashion, a consultation is different. If you're going in for hair loss, consultation is different. The accessories are going to be a little bit different. This is to help you feel more comfortable, and they already know, okay, I'm going in, this individual is going to need more attention because it's Wigs 101, and we know this individual is undergoing treatment, and there are different accessories that I would suggest for you. This goes for anyone who's helping you select a wig. So after this, I always tell people, make sure that you take selfies of or have screenshots available if you're coming into a store or virtually, so you can show the individual what you want your hair to look like. If you want your natural look, natural color, it's very important to have a photograph ready and available to show them. If you are wanting and open to something entirely different, like if I wanted this look, I would be ready with a screenshot. And by the way, this is one of my favorite pink wigs. That's very important because I know it's a lot of information when you're first walking in, but this helps the individual, the artist, the cosmetologist, help the wig consultant. This makes it so much easier for them to be prepared and to help you and it can be a really good experience. So this is why this is I'm so passionate about this, because your very first experience trying on a wig should be a really nice, wonderful experience. I know it's not easy, but I wait to hear you really made this experience much easier for me. It's important because with the experience I had at the beginning, it was nerve-wracking, and it shouldn't be like that. Wigs are so wonderful now. They're constructed beautifully. They're very comfortable. They have the best materials, and this is all information that I would hope that you would receive in your consultations. Like I said, it is very important to make an appointment. Once you've made an appointment, and I'm sure you'll have a few days before the appointment, remember to start looking to see if you want your natural hairstyle, or if you want your dream hair. And then you start looking for color. And the reason I start like this is because not all wigs are made in all colors. If you specifically want a certain color, and say for instance you go to Aderans, reneappears.com, and you're looking for a specific color, there's a search tool that you can go to at reneappears.com. You look for a color. Like if I definitely wanted this bubblegum color, I can go in, locate, there's a little search bar. You can put in the color, and it's going to drop down all the different styles in this particular color. I say that because a lot of times you may have your mind set on a color, and then you go look for the style and it's not designed in that particular color. Please keep that in mind. Also, when you're measuring, a lot of people don't have a measuring tape. They're nervous about it. But if you need to know how to measure your head, we have a YouTube video. We have tutorials on YouTube and Instagram. You can go back, do a little search, and they'll pop up. There's so many different videos that are there for your viewing, and they're all very educational. We have Alexander, our stylist, and then we have Abby, which is our alopecia ambassador, and they are amazing videos. So if you know anyone, or if I'm speaking to you, make sure that you go to our YouTube channel and make sure that you view these videos. We will teach you how to measure your head. There's so many different tutorials that we have available, so please keep that in mind. If you don't have a measuring tape, please don't worry. I would say 3 out of 10 are maybe a petite. Most people are going to fit into an average. And if you've never seen a foundation before, I'm just going to do this briefly. This is one of our caps right here. We have adjustments on all our wigs. You may not know what these are, so that's why I'm telling you. I can't tell you how many people I meet that already have their wigs and they didn't know it had adjustments in the back. So if you don't have a measuring tape and you're ordering a wig, or you go in, most people fit into an average. And the wigs can be taken in and made smaller, or you can let them out, and up to an inch. It's almost an inch. It's a little bit of give here and there, but it's almost an inch if you let the sides out, that you're going to have more room whenever you're trying the wig on. There's a line that we carry that's called Amore, and this is a beautiful line. It's constructed beautifully. The styles, they're all constructed beautifully. All the styles are amazing, and the colors are exceptional. Amore is just the line that I get excited about because I would say it's safely like the medical line, but it's very affordable. It's beautiful. So if you've never looked at our Amore styles, please make sure to go to reneappears.com and look at all the different styles. This line tends to fit a little bit smaller. So if you feel like you definitely need a petite, this is the line that you want to look at. And I always just say, make sure you try the wigs on, because I have a large head. I really do. I'm like past 21 inches. I've never had a problem with any of the caps. Always keep in mind that when you start wearing a wig, it takes a good, I would say 7 days, but with your body heat, the fabrics that we use, they with your body heat, they warm up and they conform to your head size. So as you start wearing it, it becomes even more comfortable to wear a wig. They're comfortable to begin with because they have a lot of stretch. But as you wear them, again, it takes a good week wearing it on a regular basis, and they become even more comfortable. So don't panic if you don't have a measuring tape. Like I said, go again to reneapparris.com. We will teach you how to measure your head if that's something that you need to learn. So now we've looked at measurements. We've thought about, do we want to stay natural? Do we want something that we would call dream hair? We're thinking about color. And then once you go in and start trying your styles, whether it's you're ordering or you go in-house, make sure, please, that you just remember, first of all, this is temporary. And we're beautiful with and without hair. And let's just, if possible, I always just say, please, let's just see if we're open to anything new. You know, once you start looking, there's so many beautiful styles. There's a lot of salon-inspired styles. Whoops, I have something in my eye. Salon-inspired styles, meaning whatever's being done in a chair in a salon is being created in a wig. So I always tell people, it doesn't matter to me if I'm going to the grocery store or I'm going red carpet. I'm gonna look show ready all the time. That's the beautiful thing about wigs. And I know it's a very tough time in our life when we're undergoing something like this. However, the wigs just make life easier for the time. Then once we've looked at all these different styles, colors, sizing, we have to decide if we want human hair or synthetic. So I'm just briefly going to tell you the differences and the pros and cons. Synthetic is going to be what we call ready to wear hair. So pretty much anything that you receive is going to be in a box, of course, and it should be ready to go out of the box. I mean, you're gonna have to tweak it a little bit, and you're gonna have to make it you. We do suggest products, and I'll go over that in just a minute. However, wigs are designed beautifully so that you can pretty much take them out of the box and little effort, and they look fabulous. This piece is maybe 4 days old. I save them because I just love this. I save them for October. I wear them all the time, but you've seen me in different colors. This has just a little of René Paris holding spray. I always put it up in a little clip. That's another thing. Don't be afraid to play with your hairstyles. And again, I can't tell you how nice it is to have the opportunity to try different styles. And I can't tell you how many people I meet that are trying their very first wig on, and you can just see automatically that ease as they get into the consultation, and as we're teaching them how beautiful the wigs are going to be and how comfortable they are. And please remember, these are not your, I say this with respect, these are not your grandma's wigs. I say that because I've been doing wigs for 30 years, and I remember they used to look like little helmets. They were really heavy and a lot of material on the inside, and a lot of people still have that in their mind's eye that that's what they look like. They're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful, and they're an accessory that people wear whether they're under treatment or not. I'm sure that you know someone that's wearing a wig that you don't even know that's wearing a wig. So hi there, thank you for joining us at René Paris. Today we're going over tips on just beginner tips, Wigs 101 for anyone who is undergoing treatment or basically just needs information on how to get started. So human hair is going to, I'm sorry, let me go back to synthetic. Synthetic is not going to react to element. So if it's rainy, snowy, whatever the case may be outside, if it's humid, synthetic doesn't react to the weather. So it could be raining outside and it's still going to maintain the pattern. the style that it has. If it's raining outside, this was definitely, it's not gonna go limp, it's not gonna soften, it's not gonna straighten, it's gonna look, you're gonna look beautiful regardless of what the weather's doing outside. Very, very minimal styling. When you shampoo it, it comes right back to that style. And the one thing I really love about synthetic is it has a little bit of give in the cap. So if you have finished your treatment, your hair is growing back, and your hair, as your hair fills in, you still have a little bit of wiggle room in your wig so that you don't have to worry about it being uncomfortable. On a custom-made piece, you don't have that option. It is designed to be almost like a second skin. So I've had people that have custom-made wigs, and that they're beautiful options. It's just that you may not be able to wear the wig down the road comfortably. We do carry human hair wigs at René Paris, and they are constructed with a beautiful cap, and you would be able to wear them later as your hair grows back. So just keep that in mind if you're making a choice between synthetic and human. They're both beautiful options. If you like messing with your hair, curling it, straightening it, and you'd like human hair, then just keep in mind that we sell beautiful human hair wigs as well. We also have high heat, and if you'd like to look at high heat styles, please make sure that you go to reneaparis.com. Again, you can do a search and it'll show you all the different styles that are high heat. I always just like to remind you that high heat will have, let me just show you. High heat is going to say high heat on the tag. So if you are not sure, that should be on the tag that comes with the wig. However, in just a minute, I'm going to show you an amazing tool that would be one of the things that I would definitely suggest. If you know someone who's new to wigs, you have a holiday, a birthday coming up, or they're starting treatment, you don't know what to get them, I'm going to go over a whole list of accessories. Then, to end with the pros and cons of synthetic and human hair, the price difference. So you may want to purchase human hair. It's a little bit more expensive. However, if you are not sure if this is going to be something that you're going to feel comfortable doing, if you're not sure you're going to wear a wig the entire time, synthetic is beautiful and affordable. And let me just tell you, it is endless the styles that are available. Okay, so if you decide, let me see here. Okay, so one of the questions I receive all the time is, in the event that you get synthetic, are you able to style it differently? So as of years ago, it was just you would get the synthetic style and you really couldn't change it anymore. If you're licensed or if you've had a lot of experience, you know how to change it. There's tools that you can use. However, again, in just a little bit, I'm going to show you the tool that we launched a couple weeks back that you can use to change synthetic, whether it's high heat or not. And I just want to go over that. I'm not going to start my questions yet, but that is definitely something that whenever you're trying wigs on is going to be one of the questions, like, am I able to change this? And always make sure that when you're working with the individual helping you select the style, that you ask those questions, because they are the people that know specifically which wig you're looking at and what the fiber that it's made of. So be prepared. I love when someone comes in, no matter where we're at, and they have a list of questions or a few questions that they have with them. We love doing this. This is what we're here for. Education is key. And it makes your experience easier, and it makes life easier to know exactly what to be doing. Okay, so shampooing is also very important. I'm going to show you the three hair products that I would suggest. Actually, one of them's water. We have holding spray, and we have Revive. So let me show you the Revive. If you are new to wigs, I know this is very, very important. I get this question all the time. A lot of people teach to shampoo wigs in different detergents. And I'm just going to say, as a wig wearer, I would not shampoo my anything in my wig in any other shampoo other than wig shampoo. There's a finish that wigs come with when they're manufactured. If you shampoo your wig with a detergent, and there's a lot of different things being taught right now, a detergent, it will strip the finish that they come with, and it'll be very, very dry, and it'll be hard for you to maintain and style. So please keep in mind, if you're investing in a beautiful wig, please keep in mind these are not expensive at all. I would get the holding spray and the Revive, which is a finishing spray. And like I said, if you want detailed tutorials on how to use all these different products, please go to our YouTube channel, and we have many different videos there in the archives for you to look at and view. Revive is going to be the conditioner. It's probably my favorite. It's the conditioner that I used to style the last style that I'm going to show you in just a little bit. That is a leave-in conditioner. You don't want to use a lot of it, but if you do want it to look super shiny and wet the way I did the style, and I'll show it to you in just a minute, Revive is wonderful to give it sheen, to kind of soften up the fiber. The holding spray, it holds. This is holding spray right here. I just kind of hold it, spray it, let it dry, and it holds it. Another question I get all the time is, can you use these products on human hair? Yes, you can. The holding spray does hold. The Revive is not really going to be good for human hair, but the protecting spray, I've used it on human hair and it works just, it's not a super hold, but I just like the fact that I know that it's going to shampoo out whenever I do shampoo my hairstyle. So that's one of the questions that we get all the time. Is it okay to use the products, especially the spray, on human hair? Hi everyone, thank you for joining. Today we are doing Wigs 101 and tips on beginners, whether you're under treatment or not, but we are celebrating Breast Health Awareness Month. So these questions we've gathered from all the different classes that we've done in the past weeks. And like I said earlier, if you just joined, I've been with the PBA for over 25 years. We do classes specifically for women, children, and men undergoing cancer treatment. So if you ever need the information on that, you can go to @TexasWigFairy, and we will post any classes that we're doing, whether it's there or at René Paris. Please know that we will have that information available for you. Okay, I want to get into the products, the different accessories that I would suggest, and then I'm going to go over the questions. If you know someone who is new to wigs and you don't know what to get for them, or you don't know what to get for yourself, let me show you. This is a wig brush. I love it because it folds. You can put this in your handbag. This is we have, let me see, I'm sorry. Maybe my sister can bring my René Paris. It's a little comb that fits in my handbag. We have a little styling comb. Then we also have the René Paris wig grips. These are, let me show you what these are for. So this is a wig liner. They come in packages like this. These are amazing. They work really well. They help contain your hair. So when, say for instance, my mom was losing her hair, she would wear one of these to help contain the hair, because she didn't want to cut her hair, but she just decided she was going to use one of these. It would contain it, and as she was losing it, she would just kind of clean the cap, shampoo it, and rewear it. When you put the liner on, I'm not used to using one of these, but they are amazing, especially when you do lose your hair. This is an accessory that will definitely help you keep your wig in place. So this is a René Paris wig grip. It has a little Velcro. You're going to put this on. And this accessory is so wonderful. If you know someone that's new to wigs, period, whether we're undergoing treatment or just for everyday wear, and you know that they don't have these accessories, and you're wanting to buy something for them, please know that these are the accessories that I would buy for anyone who's needing additional assistance when they start wearing a wig. Again, these are wig caps. They come in different colors. They come in this taupey color and then a darker color. We also have this bamboo liner from Christine Headwear. Very, very soft. This is a little bit heavier material. However, this is really nice and comfortable if you become really sensitive and you want to wear something a little bit thicker under your wig. This is a beautiful liner. Again, this is from Christine Headwear. That's our line of head coverings. If you want to head coverings, let me show you. This is another beautiful piece, and we do other classes on scarves and all the different things that you can, if you're not interested like in a wig, we have different tutorials on the Christine Headwear. This happens to be, if you were wearing one of the little turbans, one of the head, let me show you. Like if you were going to wear, and I'll demonstrate this, but if you were going to wear one of these pieces, a lot of times we want a little bit more volume here. Like we just want a little bit more fluff, if you will. This piece is designed beautifully. It has a, it's like a soft lift cap. Please keep in mind, my head is, I have like, I'm going to put this here. This is not to fit, this is not designed to fit all the way here. This is just designed for volume. So you would wear this underneath a scarf. If you had, let me show you, it just adds volume underneath, and it really is a beautiful piece, because a lot of times you just don't want it to be, see, look at how it just adds volume to the top, and it just makes it look like we have hair underneath. We just pulled it up. Hi everyone, thank you for joining. Today we're going over wigs and different accessories that would be awesome for anyone who's undergoing treatment, or if you're experiencing hair loss, or you just want a wig for every day. So please look how much nicer the silhouette looks here with a little bit of volume right here. Instead of it, you know, I feel self-conscious if it doesn't have enough volume here. So please keep in mind, this is the soft lift hat from Christine Headwear. Make sure you look at all our Christine Headwear at René Paris. This is another piece, you know, and we always have to keep in mind that at night we may not want to use, I have a sleep wig. I have to be honest with you. I have a sleep wig. I wear one of my really short styles from René Paris. I'm not used to going out without anything, so I wear a wig all the time. So I know that sounds kind of silly. However, there are people that are going to want an option even at nighttime. Okay, so we went over the brush, we went over the wig grip, we went over the hair, the different wig caps. We talked about hair accessories. Now I want to show you one of the other options that I think is really wonderful that we carry at René Paris. These are called halos. If someone just wants something a little bit different on the weekend, this is what we call a halo. We have 3 different styles. I cut the bangs on this, so you have to forgive me. I cut them I wear another little cap and I didn't want long bangs. But these come with a detachable bang. And then you can pretty much wear this with any other hat of your choice. You can wear it with some of the different headbands that are fuller. What I love about this is because my head is larger, this is cooler here because it doesn't have this piece here, and I'm more comfortable wearing a hat over the halo. So please remember, this is a beautiful alternative if the individual maybe doesn't want to wear a full a full wig all the time. These are halos. These are available in several colors and different styles. Again, this is also available at reneeparis.com. Again, this is a beautiful gift to give someone. If you don't necessarily know what wig to purchase for them, this is an option that anytime I get a halo, I love it. I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna use it, especially on the weekend. If I need to just go to the grocery store and just throw on a style, you know me, I change it every couple hours. So anytime that I'm gifted a wig, let me tell you, I'm gonna wear it. Okay, then I did talk briefly about the headwear, and I just want to show you, I'm just going to show you my favorite piece from Christine. This is my favorite this is my favorite look from Christine Headwear. I love this. I know it's a lot, but I am a lot. This has wire in the flower so that you can kind of shape it the way you want it. I wear it to the side like this because I've told you before, I'm a little bit heavier in my weight right now, so this kind of just makes the angle here. My cheeks look a little bit thinner. Isn't that beautiful? Remember, if someone's undergoing treatment, they're going to be receiving treatment. Sometimes it takes hours, sometimes it takes half a day. This is so comfortable. It's so the fabric is so comfortable and wonderful. When it lays against the skin, it's very luxurious. It's not you need to read up on the fabrics that Christine uses. And what I like about this as well is that it has a detachable, you can detach this. There are so many different looks from Christine. So I would be comfortable wearing this to bed as well. You can shampoo these, let them air dry. Lots of beautiful colors, lots of different styles. And I always share, if your skin is really sensitive, you will feel comfortable with these pieces. If you choose to wear a wig liner underneath, which I know a lot of people do, that is not uncomfortable even though you've layered the different pieces. So please keep in mind all the different headwear that we have available. And if you go into a boutique and you're not seeing them, ask them if maybe they can start carrying some of the pieces for you, because that's what we did at the very beginning. You know, a lot of times your retailers they don't know of the different lines that we carry, so you just might want to put it in their ears, see if they can't order that for you. Thank you for joining. Hi, how are you? Today we're talking about Wigs 101, and now I'm going to start with all the different questions. So I know that you wanted to see, if I have time I'll do some of my favorite pink wigs, but this is just so important. Well, you know what, let me just try one right now. This is another one of my favorite wigs. This is Silky Sleek. This is another one of my favorite pinks. Let me get myself right before I go on with my questions. What's your favorite pink style? Let me know in the comments. So if you're not familiar with Silky Sleek, this is, you know, while I'm putting this on, I'm going to share with you, if you're new to wigs and you've never tried one on, make sure that you look for your little ear tabs here. We have ear tabs that have a little bit of wire. You want to make sure those are flat to the head. And then when you put a wig on, in the back, in the nape, you want to make sure that it's not folded under. And you want to make sure that it's above the bend of the neck. And what I mean is when you bend your head back like this, you don't want it in the fold. You want it above the bend so that when you move your head like this, it doesn't feel like it's going to come off. Okay, so I know that that's probably really basic information, but if you've never tried a wig on before, let me tell you, we all need help at the very beginning. It's going to get easier every time you put a wig on. But again, just remember your little ear tabs and make sure you don't pull it too far down or the fit will not be as comfortable as it should be for you. Okay, let me get my questions here. I hope I can get through most of these. Okay. So the most common question is, and I did go over some of that, what do you suggest buying for a patient? First of all, I want to suggest if you really want to help someone who's undergoing treatment, get them a gift card. Get them a gift card from a boutique, whether it's online or in-house. $50 is a wonderful gift for someone who's looking for a wig. I know it sounds kind of silly, but you know, I've given so many wigs as gifts because a lot of times people are just hesitant. They may not think they can afford it. They're very, very affordable. But if you want to give a gift, and I tell you again, I do this every day, whether we're teaching or whether we're dropping into a wig store, gift cards are amazing no matter what the amount you give. Hair products are going to be one of the things that you definitely want to make sure, because again, a lot of times it's a lot to take in that particular day. They may not have time to go over all the information. They may forget to ask the questions, and you're always going to be okay with wig products. So make sure that you get the wig product that's going to best suit the individual for maintaining needs. Okay. This is the one gift that I would say I would want to receive if I was new to wigs. This is it. This is our René Paris iron. If you haven't seen the tutorial on these, make sure you go back to our Instagram. I think some of them are pinned, but this is the René Paris iron. You know, I've never showed a tool on here. This I do because I really do enjoy using this. This is for synthetic hair. This is for wigs. This has one button to turn on and off. It's not going to get hotter it's not going to get too hot to where it's dangerous or you're going to burn your wig. As I do that, let me put my next hair. So say for instance, I just got this out of a box, so I want to show you. This is one of my favorite pink styles. It's pink with, of course, another color. This is Angelica limited edition color. Okay, so a lot of times maybe I want to straighten this a little bit, or maybe I want to put a little bit more wave into it. And I'm panicked because it's synthetic and it doesn't say high heat on the tag. What do I do? Well, now I have my René Paris tool that's not ever going to get too hot. It will not burn the fiber. You do have to make sure that you run the iron. You don't want to grab a piece of hair and hold it. You want to make sure that you run it through the hair. You know what? Let me make sure. You want to make sure and run it through the hair. Keep twisting it. You don't want to just set like if you were to use any iron and you're not moving the tool, you're not moving the hair quick enough, of course you're going to burn it. However, this is for synthetic wigs. This is the tool that I would want if I was new to wigs and you just want to give that gift. This is it. Again, this is a René Paris tool. Like I said before, there's not too many pieces that I suggest because I haven't ever felt really comfortable for a new wig wearer to be using a tool like that, but this is the tool that I would really suggest. Okay, so Let's see next. What does tailor wigs mean? Okay, so if you go in and you have someone who the wig is going to fit, it's a little snug, is it possible for them to tailor this, to modify it a little bit and make it more comfortable for me? Yes. Make sure that you look for your, make sure you call and find out in your area if there's someone that does modifications for wigs. I call it tailoring because that's what it is. We can take them up, we can make them smaller, we can make them larger, we can work with the ear tabs. But it's a craft, it's an art, so not everyone knows it, and there is usually a charge for it. You need to make an appointment, but yes, it is possible to have wigs tailored and modified. So please make sure that if you need that service that you look for someone in your area. Okay, we went over why do we not shampoo wigs with detergent? Because it can strip the style, it'll strip the finish. It's just too much, and it will damage your hairstyle. If I can find one of my wigs that I did shampoo with detergent, I have to look for her because, you know, that's just, it really just bothered me. I did it just for research and development, but it was never the same again. I could just not get the sheen back, and I could never get it to look as beautiful as it was. That's the beautiful thing about synthetic wigs. You're going to get it. It's going to come right back to what you had right before you shampooed it. It should not be a struggle for you to maintain a wig. Can you shower with the wig on? Yes, you can. I just had to do that yesterday. We had a huge wedding in the family, and there was people everywhere. There was people that I had at the house. I know some of them. I don't know some of the other people. It was early. I had to take a shower, and I didn't want to take it off, so I just put a wig cap, a shower cap over my wig. That way when I got out of the shower, I could just drop my hair down. And I had to look flawless when I got out of the, you know, I had to be ready to serve breakfast and look like glamour. That's the that's the beauty of it. Like I said earlier, I kid you not, the beauty of wigs is that whether you're going to the grocery store or you're going to the red carpet, you're going to look beautiful and flawless. Okay. So it's not going to, as long as you take the wig, the shower cap off right away, it doesn't build heat, and you don't let it dry that way, you should be okay. But I've done it before, so my answer to that would have to be a yes. Okay, are wigs hard to maintain? I went over that a little bit earlier, but if you need a tutorial on how to shampoo wigs, go back to our YouTube channel, and we have several videos on how to shampoo wigs. But no, they are not hard to maintain. You know what? I know that as I'm doing this, I just want to show you how sometimes we do middle part with this style. I just went from, look at this, I could change my name now. Who do I look like now? I actually like a middle part. No one's ever going to know that you did a middle part, even though it's not designed to do that. And another thing is, when you do get a wig, you want to run your fingers through it. You could run a brush through it, because you want to wake up. You want to wake up the fibers, soften them up, and lift them from the base. Isn't that beautiful? I look like back in the day. Okay, so going back to that question, they're never hard to maintain. If you want to know how often to shampoo them, about every 2 weeks. And like I said, if you need more detail, please look for one of our tutorials. Okay, so can you use, yes, this is another, I'm sorry, this is repetitive, but can you use the synthetic product on human hair? You can definitely use the hairspray. If you like a super strong hold, it may not work for you, but I know that for my piece, from Aderans, that's human, it does hold it. It does hold it. I don't like a super hard hold, so the hairstyle, the holding spray definitely does work. Okay, as I finish my questions, let me show you. I still have a few minutes. Let me put on my other favorite pink style. Okay. So this is another beautiful pink look. as we are thinking of, this is such a special month, Breast Health Awareness Month, and I'm wearing different pink styles. And as I end this, I always want to make sure to just remember to always be proactive about your health. Make sure that you go in, make sure you have your mammograms, and again, it's very, very important, before I finish this, and I don't want to forget to say this, make sure that if you have any questions, you ask your educator or oncologist, the nurse, whoever it is that's helping you in the office. Like I said, I've been a volunteer in this community for years. There are educators that will help you with different resources. They will help you find someone in your area. And if they cannot help you, I totally understand. They may not have time. They may not have the information. They may not have the resources. If you need that information, make sure you go to @texaswigfairy.com. You can ask us and we will find someone. We have a huge global team at Aderans and at the PBA, and we can help you with this information. So don't hesitate to drop a DM. We will get back to you. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, so this is for high heat. This is for when you're working with high heat. When you shampoo the style, does the style go straight when you shampoo it, or do you have to take the style and restyle? Meaning, first of all, when you're working with high heat, it's not like our human hair where we just take the curl and you drop it and it's going to stay in. With high heat, you have to use the implement. You have to use something to hold the curl to make sure that you don't burn your fingers. And the curl is going to be there even though you shampoo it until you take it out. If you need more information on high heat, make sure you go to, again, our Instagram or our YouTube channel, and we can answer those questions for you. High heat is it's wonderful. We have lots of high heat styles. The benefit is you're actually getting something that you can change with heat. Going back to this, you can change with heat and it maintains the style. So unlike human hair, if you want to change it but you want that bulletproof style, if you will, high heat may be the fiber that you're looking for. And then please remember that you do have to, if you want it to be straight again, or if you want to go curly, you do have to use an implement for high heat. It's not like synthetic where it's just gonna, it's not like human hair where you're gonna shampoo it and it's gonna soften and then you have to restyle the human hair. That's one of the benefits of high heat. Okay, so I want to say thank you very much for joining me today. I'm gonna finish off with just a few more things that I know are very, very important. The one thing I want to suggest is, and I know I've said this before, but if you're open to something different, a different look, try to decide I guess because I have so many different wigs and I get so excited when I see people and they want to try a different color or different style for the very first time. Also keep in mind cap construction. I forgot to mention that earlier. There are so many different cap constructions. All the cap constructions that we have are beautiful. Make sure you go and look for that video as well. Abby has a video. I have a video. I think we all have different videos. And please keep in mind, Abby is our alopecia ambassador. I'm coming at you from the everyday wig wear. So my preference in caps is going to be a little bit different, but we have beautiful caps. And like I said, when you're making a selection for a wig, always keep in mind cap constructions. And like I said earlier, the Amore line is going to be beautiful for anyone who is experiencing complete hair loss. They're beautifully made, they fit like a glove, and they're affordable luxury is what I like to call it. I know I said it earlier, but make an appointment. It is very, very important to make an appointment, whether it's in store as we're getting back out or online virtually. I want to make sure that if it's me and I need a consultation, I want to make sure the person has a good 45 minutes to an hour with just me to answer my questions and help me. How do I start? Where do I go next? How do I wear this? How do I maintain it? It's just better to make an appointment. And I know that a lot of the wig stores that I drop in, they require an appointment, so just call and see. If they're taking appointments, I'm sure they'll be more than glad to help you. The other is, in your area, if you are not sure in your area who carries René Paris wigs, and there's so many different lines. There's René Paris, Noriko, Amore. If you're not sure who carries our wigs, go to reneaparis.com, do a locator search, and find out if you want to go in-house. Find out who carries our product in your area. If not, there are many people that provide this service virtually, and it's a wonderful experience either way. I teach a lot of my classes virtually, and I do a lot of consultations virtually, so it's a wonderful experience either way. Make sure that you check your resources. Like I said, go back, ask your educator if they can give you any of that assistance. If not, if you need assistance, we can help you with that too. We can find you someone in your area. Someone in your area, whether it's virtually, whether it's in-house. There is someone in your area, hopefully, that does carry these products. And like I said, the tips on how to get started are going to be very basic. But please remember, I'm speaking to the patient, and I'm speaking to anyone who just needs to get started. If you know anyone that needs this assistance, please share the information. If not, just let them know. Let them know that wigs make life easier, they're affordable, they're an accessory, and we're beautiful with and without hair. So if the individual chooses not to wear a wig, it's beautiful. But if you do feel like you want to get out and you want to wear a wig, this is your very first time. I hope I taught you something very basic today, but very, very important as you start your journey. I hope it makes life easier for you. And like I said, they gave me the opportunity today to share with you that I have been a volunteer with Look Good Feel Better for over 25 years. It's a program with the Professional Beauty Association. We're all professionals, we're all licensed. And I just want to make sure that if you ever have anyone that needs that information, we teach over 5 classes, and we do classes every single day for patients only. But if you know anyone who needs that information, please make sure that you pass that along, okay? And for all those who joined me today, I thank you for spending the afternoon with me. I always love to wig with you. And the other question was, why are you not here every week? We're busy teaching, but I will be seeing you hopefully soon on a more regular basis. But like I said, we have a wonderful group at Aderans. I'm the educator, and there's a big team. So we have different videos that we do for you coming from different perspectives, and it's just so wonderful. So if you're brand new to wigs, welcome, and let us see how we can help you. Have a wonderful afternoon, and I will see you soon. Bye now.